So looking for some help transitioning back to school? Check your wallet, not for cash, check it for your library card.
It can help you access countless resources, some that come to mind right away, and then a few that may be less evident.
We've got an insider here. That's right, Emily Getzschman, and she's here. So you're gonna get the wheels turning for us, right?
That's right.
So what are some of the ways we can use our library
morning.
cards? What do you think? Some of the ways we can use our library cards?
Oh, so many ways. I mean, obviously the ways you normally would think of: books, magazines, journals, all those things that you go to the library for and expect to be there. But there's a lot of things that you don't even have to come into our buildings. You can use them from home. So you can go to our website, omahalibrary.org, and visit our resource center. And that's where you're going to find a wealth of information for your children. So, you know, say they've got a report and they go Google the topic, they're going to come up with a million hits on that.
While
so,
we're looking at your website, point us, where do we get to the resource center from this homepage?
At the very top of the website, there's a toolbar, and it just is that second one in, says Resource Center.
Awesome.
So you can go there, and it'll have categories, and you just pick the learning category, online learning and tools. So you can go find a bunch of things there, but some of the ones that we really want to highlight for kids going back to school is like tutor.com. So every time we say tutor.com.
And that's a database. You can see that right there.
But you have to access it through our website and log in with your library card. It is free, but it connects you with a live tutor for your children to talk to, and they can do interactive online.
Which subjects?
Any subjects, all, and they also have it in Spanish, so that's really awesome.
That's
but
awesome.
they can do a variety of topics.
A lot of parents, they say, I haven't been in second grade, been however many, I don't remember this stuff.
Or they're teaching it in a whole different way
That's
than the
so
way
true.
we learned it as kids. You can't just sit down and say, this is how I learned it, so it's not going to make sense to your kids in the same way. These tutors have been working with kids every day, and they're qualified, and they know what they're doing.
That's
so,
great,
yeah.
and that's free.
Yeah,
it is
free.
But speaking of other free things, when you look at that resource section, it's not just for kids and going back to school. There's a lot of stuff for adults, too.
Right. We actually, that's another thing we've been talking about, this back to school time. For a lot of people, it's time to, you know, start taking these tests to like help advance your career, help advance your education if you're going to post-college, you know, graduate school. There's a lot of practice tests on there. There's professional tests. There's so many things that people can practice with just using those resources.
And it's all free.
All free.
I was just talking
Your
to somebody about
library
this the other
card.
day. If you go to the website, you can access the Omaha World Herald archives dating back to the late 1800s.
That's your favorite thing, isn't it?
I love it. You know, it's been about, I don't know, 6 months since I've talked to you about it.
No, and then there's something, you know, the library is constantly used for is our genealogy resources. So, and we have classes all the time, so you can visit our calendar online too.
I thought about you just the other day because my mom said she's got some siblings, some half siblings through adoption that she was hoping that I could help her find. Like, I don't really know. And then I thought, man, I could go to the library. I bet they could help me piece some of this together.
And they do have professional, both volunteers and staff that are just, they specialize in family history research.
Okay,
So.
well, kids going back to school.
Yeah,
And I don't know if these events are surrounding that, focused on that, but you have some events coming up.
Yeah, we have a lot of back to school events. So, I mean, some kids don't look forward to this. So we have some parties and we have some crafts and we have things like that where it's just like, hey, let's celebrate the end of summer and get back into the swing of things, but let's get excited about it. We also have some things for parents.
When you say that, let's get excited.
And then you say, it's like,
let's get excited.
It's like, hey.
So, but there are parties and like crafts that they can make to, you know, put on the end of their pencil or put on their locker or whatever. It's just something to do to get back into the swing of things that's fun, you know? But we also have stuff for parents. So especially homeschool parents, you know, you can't just put your kids in school and be done with it. We have a lot of resources for parents to help their kids in their education. So we have a couple open houses coming up at the end of the month to invite parents in, learn what all those resources are. We have kits. We have, you know, a million different resources that parents can check out to help their kids with their learning.
That's fabulous, isn't it? And then everything, we were looking at that website with the resource center, but a lot of what you've touched on here, I'm guessing it's somewhere online.
Yeah, it's all on our website there. Yeah, and it's on our calendar too.
OmahaLibrary.org.
Yeah, and you were showing that page, and it's got a list of all the events. So just go to that website and check it out. Anything else going on that you want to talk to us about?
Just really quick, wanted to touch on our Sorensen Library is celebrating its 40th anniversary. It opened 40 years ago this week. And so we're going to have an open house on August 20th, and we just want everyone to come in. That's our Dundee branch. It's
That's the one I grew up at.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's really personable, and we just
Yeah.
want people to come in and enjoy the day. We're going to have a few little activities, a few speakers, some refreshments. Just come in and visit. It's a lovely community. It's a lovely branch.
It's a fun little library.
Yeah.
And that's on August 20th.
Correct.
But
Yep.
then between now and then and points beyond, because I'm already seeing online, you know, everybody going in, registering for getting the pictures taken, getting the schedules, who's my teacher going to be. We're in the throes of all of that right now. And as you're spending money on the clothes and the trapper keepers, please keep in mind not everything costs money, and the library is a great example of how much is available in our community at no cost, and you can access a good bit of that information at omahalibrary.org.
And if you don't have a library card, what's the best way to do that? I know you got to go to, you can go to omahalibrary.org, but you got to go stop into a branch to activate it. How does that work?
Yeah, you just have to show ID so that we know you live in our community, because you're paying for it with your tax dollars. So that's it. You just have to bring in some ID to verify your address and activate your card.
Are you ready to
I
go?
thought for sure my trapper keeper reference would have gotten a giggle out of one of you two. You were in that age bracket.
Gloss right over it. No.
I think it's just so normal to us.
Good.
Can't
So.
even. Thank you,
Trapper
Emily.
keeper.
Thank you.
Getzschman.
Thanks,
Great
Emily.
to see you.
We're